Vamos continuar o Starfield. Como tá pra sair uma DLC, eu acho que dia 7 do mês que vem, eu vou focar no Starfield no final de semana. Deixar o personagem com level mais alto e vou quase finalizar a campanha. Só não vou fazer o final. Porque se fizer o final, o jogo recomeça do zero. Do início, praticamente. Acho que a atualização que vai poder manter o equipamento, eu acho que vai sair também junto com essa atualização da DLC, se não estiver enganado. Porque se eu iniciasse agora, eu ia perder o equipamento se por acaso estivesse na reta final do jogo. Apesar de ter New Game, mais você não leva o equipamento. Só fica com o equipamento genérico. Pra falar que o jogo já foi finalizado, tipo aquela roupa básica que eu tava usando e aquela nave básica que eu tô usando pra combate e viagem espacial. Vou aproveitar e vou fazer as secundárias, pelo menos as que eu sei no mapa da DLC. Antes de voltar pra campanha. A atualização é 7 de abril, como está marcado na tela de cima. A única atualização é a segunda DLC do modo história. E a versão de PS5 também sai na versão dia 7 também, do mês que vem. Eu acho que a versão de PS5 está custando 250 agora, não sei se vem se vem com DLC ou se é a versão básica, sem as DLC. Eu espero que na próxima atualização os caras diminui o tempo de carregamento da primeira tela. O jogo, você pode ver que está meio bugado porque o conteúdo a ver com os estelares, que me perguntou agora há pouco, já está instalado. Vai carregar o jogo ou vou ter que fechar o jogo? Tem que lembrar de comprar suprimentos também. Já falei com essa mina ontem.
Good, you're awake. I was running out of knives to sharpen while I wait.
Algo aqui do lado. Os controles já tá começando a pegar drift.
If you have the time, I wish to speak to you. Yes, you need me?
I'm busy. Thought you'd catch me unaware, did you? Thought I'd be easy prey? Unless you want a hole in the middle of your chest, you'd better turn around and start walking. I suppose that's true. I was distracted and didn't hear you coming. You had me at your mercy, but you didn't strike. There's no end of trouble out here lately. We've got pirates and spacers circling like vultures looking for easy pickings. And that's to say nothing of those fanatics. Has the Great Serpent abandoned us? I don't know. Perhaps. I don't believe you. I know the courier well, and you are not him.
Mas
Tell me
que
the
não me
name of the
reconhece
person
como
who sent you, and
entregador.
prove that you are not a liar. Fine, so you're telling the truth. I won't apologize for my manner. Trust does not come easily for me in these dark days. That and the constant pain in my back makes me poor company. I know. I fix machines because they don't try to start a conversation. I prefer the quiet. But now, at last, my medicine has arrived. The serpent knows I've gone too long without it. No doubt he hears my loud swearing when I struggle to get out of my bed every morning. I'm sure you wish I would.
Pronto.
Take your credits and leave me in peace. Talking just makes me more irritable. And before you ask, yes, such a thing is possible.
Tem uma estação aqui? Não. O próximo lugar mais perto é aqui.
I would like a chance to talk to you, if you are able.
Não me diga. Que é o que eu tô pensando. Calma, é isso também. Boa tarde, Ataíba, beleza? Pula. Tá do outro lado da montanha. É. Dá pra passar por aqui. $106. Pula pedra, Cris. Pula não, voa pedra, Cris. Ah, ela subiu aqui numa boa. O que tá morto aí?
If you are free soon, could we talk?
Especialista? O mais complicado, cadê? Tem 2, 1. Se eu colocar isso, não adianta. Tem que voltar o processo. Que eu não vou ter o outro para colocar. Daqui vai dar trabalho. Bom, tava dando errado de novo. Já deu errado. Vai dar errado novamente. Daqui eu vou acabar pulando. Não falei que ia dar errado? Esquece.
Our sins must have been considerable, great servant.
From such a vantage point, you can almost see the Great Serpent's grand design. Welcome, my friend. Are not the beauty and majesty of nature truly splendid? There is serenity here that cannot be found in the city. It is the ideal place to contemplate the secrets and mysteries of the cosmos. A kindred spirit, then? Wonderful. Let us share a brief meditation in celebration of this meeting. Now close your
A ilha
eyes
só que
and breathe in
desse planeta então é
deeply.
pacífica, tirando uma que é extremista.
Do you feel that? It is the presence of the Great Serpent, omnipotent and all-seeing. Such divine communion purifies us and makes us strong. You may think this is a chance meeting, but I know the truth. The Great Serpent has a plan for us all, my friend, and this encounter is a part of it.
Se isso é verdade, então é um grupo difícil, tem uma entrega. Vou entregar um pacote.
The truth can be as invisible as the wind for those who lack the vision to see it. But belief is not required to be made an instrument of the Great Serpent's will. As for the delivery, it's good to know that Ligiana has found a replacement courier. This package of dried and salted groat's meat will sustain me in my contemplations. So captivated
mais
am I
doido que
by
o
the
outro.
serpent's mysteries,
Essa
I sometimes go
Mas
days
a
without
entrega que tá
remembering to
entregando
eat.
aí.
I know it's customary to pay upon receipt, but let me pose you this question. If we carry out the will of the Great Serpent, is that not the greatest reward of all? Compared to such divine favor, the worth of a few credits is a mere pittance.
Vai ter que pagar.
I see. Far be it from me to deny the will of the Great Serpent. I wonder what else he has told you, and why he has chosen you to hear his divine voice. Questions for another day, perhaps. For now, here's your payment.
Pronto. Entregue. Mais alguém? Fica quieto. NPC genérico.
What will
Generic.
Tazra look like 100 years from now if we open our gates to outsiders?
Não, mostra o mapa certo, não quero sair do planeta ainda. Isso daqui, caminho da redenção. Isso daqui também é a missão secundária desse planeta. Casas divididas. Aqui eu acho que também é. Pronto. 1 de 4. Não vai indicar o resto no mapa? Vamos fazer essa. Ah, tem que passar no suprimento. Tem que comprar suprimento.
If you have the time, I wish to speak to you.
Well, House Varun will be a force to be reckoned with if House returns.
I feel so overwhelmed, but I can't afford to be. Now is not the time.
Ends. Save some. Please.
Vamos ver se ela tem o que eu quero comprar, senão vou ter que fazer passar um tempo. Não tem.
If you'll excuse me then.
Our situation here is quite dire.
Azra may never be the same with Haskadik in charge.
Mais um dia.
Rosma will be a fine speaker. She has a strong
I fear what may happen if we welcome What the is it? Zealots back to Dazra.
Please, only purchase what you need.
Kit de emergência tem 4. Opa, não é pra subir de uma vez, não.
If we are done, please move along.
It may
7. Tem mais nenhum outro NPC que vende as coisas também aqui, não? Porque se ficar comprando e picado com ela, tá enrolado.
Rasma is an interesting choice for speaker. She could change Dazra forever.
Não, eu tô de frente com o Grande, mas ele... Desse lado não aparece mensagem nenhuma. Ah, agora aparece.
Perhaps now we will be able to form a closer... Had to turn away a mother and child this morning due to lack of supplies. That drains the life out of me.
Se tivesse uma máquina de compra de suprimentos, tava bom.
to question the great serpent.
They are an interesting choice, Dorval Dazra.
I am not familiar with such rumors.
Hate.
Speak plain or continue to serve. I trade.
All must serve.
What am I to do now?
First the cataclysm, now this. There's too much going on right now. Pray that I could, but right now I need more time, not less. I'm sorry if I seem a bit flustered. Things have been chaotic since the cataclysm, and now word of missing supplies. But that doesn't excuse my rudeness. Let me at least introduce myself. My name is Kezrani Dulkev. I work as an executor for House Dulkev.
Meu nome é Kelly. Não gosto desse papinho. Vai, pro meu opção.
Likewise. And I'm well aware of who you are. Word of the first convert in generations is on everyone's lips these days. But I'm sure you are busy getting adjusted to life here. Is there anything I can help you with?
Estou procurando trabalho.
Funny you should say that. It's about the supply shortage. There may be a reason for it beyond the cataclysm itself. A week ago, my cousin Ukaru came to my office concerned about a series of lost shipments. He was certain someone was using the tragedy as cover to steal supplies and route them to our enemies. Agreed. It is difficult to believe, and as such, the proof must be ironclad. So I told my cousin to return with more evidence, and when I didn't hear back, I assumed that was the end of it. But this morning, I received a slate from a courier. It was from Ukaru. It was worrying, to say the least.
Vai direto ao ponto.
Of course. Let me explain. The contents were cryptic. He mentions a possible conspiracy and being followed and, well, I hate to say it, but I'm starting to panic. He hasn't shown up to work in days, and the timing of all this feels suspicious.
A sudden absence would give credence to the idea he was followed.
Agreed. Ukaru was extremely punctual. An absence like this is very unlike him. But if he is in danger, I don't know if it's safe for me to investigate.
Eu não tenho conexão com ninguém, então sou eu.
Disconnected from the noble houses. Ukaru's workstation is likely your best bet. He's been working in the rehabilitation unit on the 3rd floor of the Halls of Healing. If you run into any issues with access, hand this slate to my fellow executors. Once you locate him, report back to me. I've got a meeting at House Kadik later, but I shouldn't be hard to track down. Hopefully you'll find my cousin alive and safe.
Ó. Voltar pro lugar que eu tava. Tá voando que tá uma beleza.
The Great Serpent must want us to curtail our isolation, since he made House Kadik take charge.
If you do not need medical assistance, please move along.
Radiologia.
I would like a chance to talk.
Vamos salvar. Vamos fazer as perguntas.
If you are able.
I'm sorry, but this wing of the hospital is under investigation. You'll have to leave.
Entregar o códice.
Even with the cataclysm, this is highly irregular. But not surprising. Kisrani is obsessed with transparency and often seeks independent help. I find this tendency unwise.
And by unwise, he means a complete disregard for
operational
security, rules, and regulations.
Robô esquisito.
Possibly. And yet, despite what I said, and unsaid, she persists in doing so. So, we must come to a compromise.
A good compromise leaves everyone unhappy. This one was particularly miserable.
I will give you the keycard to Ukara's computer.
Eu tenho acesso.
You will be able to access documents and correspondence for the past month. Any further access will require admin privileges, which I am not willing to grant.
Ao manipular, persuadir.
I apologize, but you were only given access to view the computer's records. Admin privileges are restricted to House officials only. I am aware of your status as a recent convert, which is barely a step above heretic. I do fear you have a point. True. Although Kisrani did not request admin access for you, I would expect her to, if it's required for her investigation.
Nice.
The cataclysm has made things difficult. Normally, I would say rules are rules.
Funcionou ou deu
I
errado?
do understand this is an emergency.
Deu
I
certo.
suppose, given all that's happened,
A agressividade não deu.
exceptions must be made.
Quase deu
You'll
tudo
be
errado
granted
quando foi agressivo.
temporary admin privileges to Ukaru's computer. That should be enough for you to do your investigation. Unfortunately, rather than use the proper channels, he chose to start his own investigation.
A very unfortunate choice.
I will not pretend to know the particulars of this case. I will say this. We are House Dul Kef. We have a reputation. We are professional. We are exacting.
We don't make mistakes.
Precisely.
Acho que só.
Now, to get back to these
Vamos ver onde está esse computador. Do outro lado.
Obedience is paramount.
Ó. Screed. Ah, tinha mais coisa. Oi. Primeiro andar, saguão.
Huh? Oh, forgive me. I am exhausted.
Se tivesse umas máquinas para vender suprimento, tava bom demais.
Fully prepared to open our gates to everyone.
O objetivo tá... do outro lado. E do outro lado vai ter que cruzar um caminho. O lugar mais perto, né? Aqui tem mais alguma secundária aqui. Se tivesse indicado o caminho certo desde o começo, já tinha feito uma viagem rápida a menos.
Can we speak for a moment? Yes?
Running pra todo lado. Ela tá sem estamina. Pega, parece que não é que eu tô sem estamina. Do outro lado da montanha. Essa estamina carregada é... Pula. Depósito da encosta. Pula. Pula ou voa. E deve ser um depósito de lixo ou de sucata. Não, não é um depósito de lixo. Ou sei lá, seja. É, tô carregando trocentas armas também.
since it seems we are the only ones to come through here in some time. I have
Eu tenho que criar uma base para poder
to discuss with you. When you have
fazer as mineração, poder modificar essas armas, senão não adianta. Vai melhorar pouca coisa, nem gasto. Tem que rastrear também. Ah, esquece. Tá. Falta de material pra caramba. Vou ter que fazer uma base ainda pra fazer mineração. Armas de armadura não tem não. Agora é assim. Vamos ver o que vai ter por aqui. Mestre? Isso daqui vai dar trabalho para aqui, ó.
On the tracking device brought me to what looks like a supply depot. Lucky for me, it doesn't seem as if anyone's home. Hello? Hello? Okay, looks clear. Anyway, the main entrance was locked, but I managed to sneak my way into a vent area and into what looks like a security office. But there's too many crates. Some have been emptied out.
Vamos ver o que vai ter.
I need to override the computer, look at the manifest, and ping the tracking device I placed on the crates. I wonder if I can even hack into the security system and identify their exact locations.
Iniciante quer dizer. Volta. Avançado. Esse não vai. Também não vai dar certo. Vai ficar faltando um, não tem. Volta tudo. Foi.
Please try not to alert anyone to what you're doing. Can we speak for a moment?
Daqui é pra ser mais difícil ainda pra arrombar que é mestre. Deixa quieto que vai dar trabalho. Tá vindo muito kit pra lesão pro meu gosto.
I have seen so many cargoes. So many.
Especialista.
I found the shipment! Along with, countless others. This is bad. Real bad. But it begs the question, who are these for? And who's helping them? Wait, what was that?
Algo de errado, filho.
Cannot escape the shrouding, accursed one. And now you
Tá doido. Oitenta e cinco. Não, agora que você me aparece aqui. Não. Opa, né?
There was something out
O vagabundo estava escondido do outro lado. Cadê o infeliz?
Bring it. We are a very
É a câmera, não tinha nada a ver.
And so our adventure continues.
Find the intruder! Block them from the control room! Now feed the
Lendário. Tu conhece essa aqui? Tô.
The accursed has escaped me!
Vem aqui.
The people of Dasra owe you a great deal for saving them.
Erguido uma estátua minha?
You might deserve one, but I think there are other priorities for the city right now. After several generations, it will be a massive change to not have a Varun as speaker. But now, House Kadik will lead.
My head! My head! No!
Tá quieto, feliz.
The people of Dasra owe you a great deal for saving them.
Já foi.
You
Uma
might
parte que interessa.
after several but now, if her many connections both within and outside House Varun are put to positive use, It could usher in a new era. Thankfully, this transfer of power comes at a time of peace. You were right to vote against the crusade.
Estrelas.
You cannot elude the shroud.
Next time? Hopefully there will be no next time. Once was enough. No matter what, the path ahead will be difficult. But at least there still is a path, thanks to your actions. I suppose it is time to see what other adventures await us.
Vamos, infeliz.
What is it?
Vamos trocar equipamento.
I am happy to help shoulder the load.
Escopeta. Vai isso daqui também. Ah, já tá com excesso de peso.
So, yes. Goodbye. I think you may be trying to take a little too much on. Literally.
Vamos ver que eu posso jogar fora. Vai isso então. Ah, tem uma repetida dessa. Vamos jogar pistolinha, já que não tá usando também. Ah, tô com um tiro só. O que mais que tem aqui? 4 lugares.
Never admit any advantage they hope to gain by keeping us in the dark.
Vamos examinar aqui do lado. Tá morto? Senha.
Winner takes all is the phrase, is it not?
Who else knows? No one! My superiors don't even believe there's
Entrega as
missing shipments.
provas.
And why is that? I don't know! They were all signed off by someone higher up! It's only a matter of time before we find out about my boss. And what of it? If you are using this reason and our claim, my boss has no intention of doing that. We will send a message through an encrypted slave. The coordinates to Gendarme's
Já deu a volta já? Usa o kit de emergência. Já tá morrendo. Ah, vai tomar no banho, derreteu. A palhaçada. Tem uma bronca que quando você vai usar os itens, o personagem derrete.
They were all signed off by someone higher up! If you know that much, it's only a matter of time before they find out about my boss.
Ficou atirando igual malandro, não acertou ninguém.
My boss has no intention of doing that. We will need assurance.
Já vai derreter essa praga de novo, vai tomar no cu, palhaço.
The coordinates to Gendarme's nest. Be there.
Ô praga, não enrosca. Tá lambando isso ali.
He's given us everything we need. Turn him to dust.
Tá levando ataque, dano de merda nenhuma. Sobreviveu ainda, vai tomar no cu. Palhaçada. O cara levou trocentos de bomba e não morreu. Vai é meio uma palhaçada. O cara é bombardeado e não morre. Tá dando pra caramba essa merda aí. Cadê o infeliz?
About time you were awake.
Isso não serviu pra nada, Andres. Se tivesse com menos sangue, tinha me fudido. Sobrou 4 ainda. De emergência, que é o mais forte que tem.
I also wish to be
pegou o que não é pra ter pegado, vai
any
tomar no banho.
situation, but there are
Ela tá com excesso de peso, você me pega o que não é pra pegar.
practical limits, no?
Porcaria, tá com drift. Vai tomar no banho. Você tá colocando pra descer, a prega subiu pra cima e pegou o que não é pra ter pegado. Vai, PH, corre. Saiu no meio da base inimiga. Não recarregou essa merda de estamina. Vai. Ah, vai tomar no banho, essa merda não faz viagem rápida ainda. Eu joguei que fala que aquele colete tá carregando o que tá me dando excesso de peso ainda. Colete não. Roupa, no caso. Vale 11.900 e pouco para vender. Isso daqui deve ser arma pesada. O que não é grande coisa. Olhando. Tem aqui só alguma coisa para jogar fora aqui. Ando pegando o que tá pesando pra caramba. Vai fazer viagem rápida agora ou não vai? Feliz. Excesso de peso é uma merda. Tá levando muita buzinganga pelo jeito. Nove, 8, sei lá o que. Deve gastar mais estamina, mas é mais forte. É pra anti-humano? A maioria dos inimigos é humano. Vamos ver, cadê?
Just trying to survive one more day.
Is zealotry to be welcomed?
NPCs, né? Do outro lado ainda? Não é mais fácil ter mostrado o caminho certo para fazer viagem, então.
I would never question yours.
A volta.
Traveling with you is rarely dull.
Mostra um caminho completamente errado para dar uma volta do outro lado.
Behave yourself. There's already enough.
If you feel you're in danger, I
Oh,
can provide a
cheguei.
security detail. My people are nothing if not capable.
Thank you, Envoy. I'll consider it. Was there anything else?
Yes, there was one more thing. Regarding the missing supplies, I was wondering if I could be of any assistance. Our agents mostly work in the settled systems, but I have contacts in Dasra as well. I can set up a meeting at the Halls of Obedience.
I appreciate the support. My mind has been frazzled as of late.
It's understandable. The accident has affected all of us.
You're right, and your concern is welcome.
I spend most of my time working at the Ministry of State.
I apologize. The Envoy and I were just discussing matters of state.
In particular, I offered to help find the missing supplies. I have my people looking into the matter as well.
Thank you for your diligence, Envoy. On that note, I hate to take up any more of your time than I already have. And I'm sure you're busy with issues regarding your own house. If you don't mind, I'd like a moment with the Reverend alone.
Andrea. Andrea não, Andresa, quer dizer.
This is a personal matter. I am sure the Envoy will respect our privacy.
Indeed. And your timing is apt. The cortege has arrived at the spaceport, and I don't like to leave the crew waiting.
Thank you, Envoy.
Executor.
I appreciate your discretion. The Envoy is a trusted figure, but you can never be too careful in situations like this. And while having the conversation here isn't entirely secure, we press for time, so it'll have to do. So, now that we're alone, tell me, what have you uncovered?
Entregar o códice. As duas respostas dão na mesma. Tem a ver com os fanáticos.
I was afraid of that. If only I had preached more caution. But after the accident, things were dire. Our resources were blocked. We needed those supplies, and... Indeed. But there's more going on here than meets the eye. If the Zealots are responsible, they must be punished. But one question remains. How would they gain access to the shipments in the first place?
The answer is both obvious and impossible to believe. Who would betray House Baroon when so many are suffering?
That is a part I'm having trouble with myself. But perhaps our loyalty to House Varun blinds us. This slate you found, it mentions a contact. Someone on the inside. This
A
person
campanha
would have
dessa
to be
DLC foi
well-versed
terminada
in our
ontem, mas
operational
pelo que eu tô
pipeline.
vendo,
They would have to know
tem
when
uma
to
outra
route the
mini campanha
shipments
dentro
and
dessa
how to
missão.
clean the books. It seems unfathomable, but perhaps Hukaru was right. A member of the noble houses has betrayed us. Yes, but without coordinates, Jandar's rest could be anywhere on Varun Kai. We're going to need to enlist some help. I'd like you to speak with Tivina Bethal at the keep. If that slate has coordinates, she may have the means to decrypt it.
Podemos confiar na casa?
They are fiercely loyal to House Varun and are in charge of rooting out zealotry in our ranks. Only one thing troubles me, though. If a shipment were put on hold and confiscated, it would likely go to them first. Excellent. As for me, I must mourn my cousin's passing. I understand there's a shrine upstairs. When you return, meet me at the Halls of Obedience, where we first met. By Jinon's grace, we'll find out who the supply thief is and bring them to justice.
Vai pra minha opção. Vamos procurar o refúgio.
Serpent guide you and be safe.
Pronto. Um kit básico e 4 de emergência. Comprar suprimento, não vou ir pro lado errado. Vou ter que adiantar 2 dias. É aqui que vai ser a próxima etapa. Se eu soubesse que aqui ia ser tão limitado para comprar suprimento, eu tinha tentado criar uma base antes de ter começado essa DLC que eu comecei por acidente.
Will make his return.
Ainda que faz um bom tempo que eu não estou vendendo equipamento, quando pegando, logo logo vai continuar esse ritmo. Quando começar a vender, vou ter dinheiro para comprar uma nave de 500 mil. Vendendo na Austrália.
Apologies.
is elsewhere. Victor Vedal executed his own son for heresy. So much loss. And yet, the Ministry of State prevails.
You know, ending our isolation. Try not to get too...
Dessa vez não sucede nenhum de emergência. Eles compram os itens aqui? Isso, filé de tilápia. Isso aqui serve pra quê? Tá bom.
If you'll excuse me then.
There's a lot that needs to be done. So much sometimes it can be softening the outside.
It has been quite a journey. Great Serpent guide you.
Tem nada. Vai de cima. Falar com os fanáticos.
We mourn the loss of our fallen, but know they walk with the sun.
The penalty for treason is death. Neither blood nor name will save you.
Reverend! I was wondering when you'd grace my office with your presence. Oh, you're a flatterer. Well, that will get you everywhere with me. In fact, I think you and I are going to be fast friends. But I realize that's not why you're here. Shall we get down to business? Excellent. I take it this is about the missing supplies. I may have some intel on my computer that could help you with your case.
Passar o códice.
Well, look at that. The Great Serpent favors us both. It just so happens that one of my agents recently recovered a Zealot cipher key and dropped it off this morning. Here, a copy of the key for your records. Well, as you can see, the encryption they're using is mind-numbingly simple. Take the slate number and multiply the even numbers by 2. Your slate's numbered 2032, which means the key is... Wrong. But don't worry. I'll crack it for you. I'll just type in the correct code and voila! Let's see what you've won. Looks like an all-expenses-paid journey to Jondar's Rest. Lucky you. Okay, scanning the coordinates, these point further north, hidden in Badlands. Clever, clever.
Pronto.
Of course. Resources are thin, but maybe I can squeeze in a squadron or two should you get in a pinch. But that aside, let's get to the guts of the issue, After reading through the evidence, where do you think the supply thief is from?
É, que eu não decorei o nome das casas. Ué.
Looks like you've won a scan. Of course. Resources. But that aside. That's highly unlikely, given how intimate the thief's knowledge is of our pipeline. It's not only suspicious, it's
Alguém aí
dirty
dentro,
too.
esqueci o nome da mulher.
No. I think it's someone on the
É
inside.
a ruiva.
Well,
Não lembro não.
whoever the thief is.
Acho que tá tendo
I think it's all
ligação
but
com os
guaranteed
fanáticos.
you'll find more clues at Jondar's Rest. Now, since you have what you need, I'm going to turn my attention to other matters. I've enjoyed our time together, but as they say, fish and guests are quick to stink. Let's avoid that from happening to us.
Pronto.
Victor may not realize it now, but he will regret losing his son. If only you had allowed Varric to live. I mostly looked after the House members, trying to take a more active role in the lives of our people. Victor's attention is more administrative-focused, so he has little time to deal with personal grievances or requests. Since the destruction, I did all I could to help ease our family's grief. But once Varric left, I turned my focus completely to Victor.
Só?
Until next time.
NPC.
Chosen.
Reverend.
If you need to kill something, I have what you require. Well, look who it is. Dazra's very own guest of honor. You must have friends in high places, as I have been authorized to trade with you. I have some impressive firepower on
Agora você vende itens.
Of course I do. Now, what are you buying? I have some serious firepower here.
Cartuchos para escopetas. que eu vou vender essa arma. Tem melhor no meu inventário na nave guardada. Pronto. Agora eu tenho munição pra caramba. Pelo menos dá 12. Salvar, vou dar um pulo no banheiro e já volto.
believe I'm not alone.
Não consigo derrubar ele nem com aquela arma.
There are few things as exhilarating. We live to see another day. You dare challenge me? Where have they gone? Here they are. Are you prepared to die? Good one. Cannot end.
Carrega. Aceita 24. Esse aqui é lendário. Nada. Mais nada? Aqui que é o tal do refúgio.
Need a moment to walk that off.
Sai da minha frente. Carrega essa merda. Cuidado, não enrosca nessa merda.
You cannot beat me.
Oh, merda, enrosca no pior lugar que tem. Não é pra sair, é pra pegar o item, feliz. Eu tava em cima do corpo pra pegar o item e ele me sai pra fora. Invadiu de novo. Quem que foi que tá atacando? O cara tá dando a volta do outro lado. Vai descarregar essa merda.
I cannot wait to kill you.
Sai daí, piada. A lambança, vai.
Take your best shot.
Não funciona. Cadê o cara que eu matei? Gato.
Now you are mine!
Take what you must. Leave the rest for the scavengers.
Run from me, will you? There you are!
Pula, infeliz! Vai subir! O negócio na sua frente está fazendo merda. Tem mais um aqui. Tá morto. Acabou.
Another way through here. Unsure where it leads.
Olha o trabalho. Criado, sai daí. Não acertou em ninguém. Merda, sobe. Não é pra fazer burro isso de ficar emboscado. Vai tomar banho. PH, não tá carregando essa merda ainda? Eu só aqui essa merda. Ah, tomar no banho, palhaçada. O cara me desintegra com uma espadinha, vai tomar no banho.
Rune zealots deserve no quarter, no mercy. They should all be wiped.
Ô PH, senhor dessa merda. Só fica correndo no céu. Dar a volta pra cá. tudo isso de resistência, só teve uma porcaria do item. Cadê a porcaria da arma? Fica quieto.
Someone or something will clean up whatever's left
Avançar aos poucos e matando. Ah, vai tomar no banho, não tá carregado essa merda na hora que vai usar. Aí até...
You can't hope to win. You cannot beat me.
Ô Prego, sobe reto na escada. Foi isso, vamos. Tá aqui do outro lado. Nada aqui. Pronto, segui.
You're too late, Reverend. The contact has already returned to Dazra, and your handler, Kisrani, will die by their hand.
Persuade.
Child of Jerick. Formerly, I would not entertain such cowardice. But the speed of your arrival is suspicious. How did you find this place so swiftly? I wonder if the contact has betrayed us and fled to safety. Killing us would remove his only witnesses. It is unlikely such a thing would have simply fallen into your hands. We are not so careless. A leak is possible.
Prefiro resolver sem violência.
Yes, and I doubt that even the Warden, despite all her bloodthirst, would find us so quickly. No, this reeks of foul play. If our suspicions are correct, then perhaps it is time to lay down arms. And it should not have been. It is highly suspicious. If the contact has betrayed us, there is no honor in fighting.
Mentir, mentir.
Interesting. I suspected the same. Very well. If we have been betrayed, then there is no bargain left to uphold. The name of our contact is from House Kadik. This slate will give you all the evidence you need. Bye, child of Jerick. Pray we do not meet again on more even ground.
If you wish to speak to Brother Onamid, they are meditating in the shrine room.
Do saque.
We did not trust the supplier at first, but they have earned the right to commune with the children of Jogando.
Lendário. Mais 2 armas lendárias. Repetida ainda. Ah, esse daqui já tem um. Daqui parece que é melhor que essa. Só que isso daqui aumenta a capacidade de carga.
Here at Jandar's Rest, we follow the true test. In the shrouding,
You have the evidence you require. Leave, lest the fangs of the void take you.
Sobrou 3 kits e 5 de emergência. Tá bom.
Caves like this can be an excellent way to conceal the presence of an illegal operation. I should know. If we are found, the Zealots will not negotiate. They deserve whatever...
Do lado da comida?
As much as I did not like it.
Serie.
You're back. Did you uncover anything at Jandar's Rest? Eugene, are you sure? Then I may be walking into an ambush, seeing as Mujine's the one who organized this meeting and supplied my security detail. The meeting takes place inside the Halls of Obedience. Will you watch my back? I'm well aware and brought a weapon, but I'm still counting on you to be my dagger in the dark.
Pronto.
Okay, let's walk.
For House Malene! I've been stuck!
Ela tá usando a... Ah, merda. Tô usando a arma errada, isso daí. Vai dar. Apertei o botão errado, já tô usando porcaria aqui. No caso, arma que não serve pra matar inimigo, pra mineração.
Extra ammunition is always welcome if they have any.
Pronto. Tá viva.
Jinan, bless you. I would not have survived that if you hadn't been here. I suppose humor is welcome at a time like this. And you are not wrong. In any case, now is not the time to dawdle. Our next move must be to arrest Mujin.
Vamos nessa. Vai essa mesmo.
Thank you. This assassin's attempt will help our case, but we still need evidence tying him to Mujin. If you have time, check his office. There may be information connecting him to this individual.
Eu posso matar ele.
Death will come in time. For what he has done, he deserves to rot away slowly. Regardless, he must answer for aiding the Zealots and the murder of my cousin. Give me until the coming dawn and I will summon the relevant parties to my office. Mark my words. We will bring him to justice with all three noble houses as witness.
Ja. Uma casa dividida.
I heard the news of Lucaru's death. And we lost many to the cataclysm. To lose another is disheartening.
Aqui? Com certeza hackeamento. Isso foi fácil. Também não vai. Agora eu acho que vai. Pronto. Vamos fazer amanhecer. Amanhecer não, passar um dia. Pronto. Continuando, uma casa dividida.
Under Rasma's guidance, Dazra will see a new age of greatness.
Aqui do lado.
All must serve.
Perhaps with House Kadik in charge, House Melini.
Elevador.
Rasma is an interesting choice for speaker.
Radiologia.
You've been busy, Reverend. Choose your words carefully. Convert or not, you're still an outsider, which is just a stone's throw away from trespasser. But before you proceed into that room, I must ask, do you have the proof you need? Is it solid?
Sim.
You must be confident to make such an accusation. And my intel says you came back with a slate in hand. I imagine the contents of which are damning. So let us speak frankly for a moment, if we may. Wait. Before you go in there and report your findings, hear me out. The speed at which things have unraveled, it makes me wonder how much of this outcome has been orchestrated. Of course, I am not denying my role in all this. Yes, I approve to have the supplies rerouted. And yes, I ordered that they be directed to the zealots. But the murders, the violence, these were not directives I had ordered. If I am guilty of anything, it's being a rubber stamp. I admit that I was presented an opportunity and took advantage of it. A handful of supply shipments are a meager exchange for an entire clan of allies. United with House Malim, we can rebuild Dazra as the industrial and military force it was during the Serpent's crusade. Which is why I ask that you listen to my proposal. Let me go. Allow me to continue my efforts discreetly for the betterment of House Varun.
Você vai se render às autoridades?
You disappoint me, convert. Why should I willingly confess and ensure my death? I'd much rather argue my case in front of my peers.
Argue all you want. This only ends one way.
I don't know what evidence you've gathered, but without anything concrete, it's your word against mine. We shall see which one carries more weight.
Chegamos.
Can we speak for a moment?
Thank you all for coming. I think we can all agree that the charges for this crime are quite serious. Theft of supplies, aiding the zealots, and the murder of my cousin. Which is why it comes with great shock that evidence points to a member of House Kadik as the thief.
Based on what evidence? Kadik does not deal in trade. Your house does.
I would not be making this claim without sufficient cause, nor is House Dulkef the bearer of this information. Reverend, the floor is yours.
Take your quotes.
This slate lists you by name, Envoy. What do you have to say for yourself?
Is this what you called me to your office for, Kisrani? This is an absolute disgrace to your department.
You haven't answered my question, Mujin.
Nor should I have to. A single slate, which I might add is likely fabricated, is not enough to prove anything.
Vou invadir o computador também.
Is that so, Mujin? Or do you deny the words you yourself wrote?
I absolutely deny it. My computer has obviously been tampered with. This is clearly not enough evidence to even consider me a suspect.
Oh, you didn't know. We have piles of evidence, ship departure records, signatures, the works. And of course the kicker, Kisrani's would-be assassin.
Security has identified him as Okim Kadik.
Well, that's your ward, Mujin.
In fact, if I were you, Envoy, I would think long and hard about submitting to the guard peacefully. Given the severity of your crimes, the captain has the authority to do it by force.
I will cooperate, but this is by no means an admission. And make no mistake, the three of you will pay for this insult.
Make all the threats you want, Envoy. My decision is made. Guard, take him away.
Bom, ver se ele vai ficar preso.
As you command, Executor.
I appreciate you backing me up on this one. Warden Vithal had brought some evidence linking Mujin to the crime, but it's your evidence that makes me feel confident we can convict. All told, I'm extremely grateful. Ukaru was family, and I would not have been able to rest if I knew the thief had not been brought to justice. My thanks are yours. You had no personal stake in solving my cousin's murder, yet you did so with diligence and aplomb. For that, you will be well rewarded.
I've also handed over everything we have at House Vithal regarding the case. Who knows what other crimes we can uncover while poring over the evidence.
I'll take this up with the captain of the guard. After that, our part in all of this is done. Jinan grace you for taking on this investigation. You've done a great service for House Varun and for Dazra. And on a personal note, I want to extend my gratitude for avenging my cousin's murder. With the accident and all that's going on, I haven't really had time to grieve. But closing this case might help me start that process. So for that, I thank you.
Missão cumprida. Uma casa dividida. Uma mini jornada fora da campanha principal da missão principal da DLC. Não. Essa missão é aqui ainda desse mapa ainda.
May the great serpent guide you.
Vamos ver se esses caras vendem alguma coisa.
After the cataclysm, resources have been pulled from other
Não, vai vender
departments to reach specific goals.
You know, ending our isolation. What do you require? Save some for the...
Essa daqui é repetida.
All must serve.
The Ministry of State executed
Bethal's traitor. Excellent work on this case. A good lead is like a puff of smoke. My thoughts are that we got our man, but that the work isn't over. I believe there are others. But, unfortunately, the new speaker, being from House Kadik, will pose a detriment to rooting out more traitors.
Só isso?
Well, the keep is where the army of House Varun has been traditionally armed and trained. To fight and conquer will always be a part of our culture. Even in peacetime, the serpent is coiled and ready to strike.
Só isso.
Remember, Chosen.
Thank you again for helping me
But
with
the
data.
faithful are promised to do more.
Vamos ver que lugar tem essa missão. Tá perto da montanha.
I have things I wish
É
to
acima da
discuss.
montanha, no caso. Não tô usando mochila não? Ah, fiz merda aquela hora. Eu acho que eu guardei a mochila aqui, boa.
Your judgment.
Pelo menos eu descobri o lugar.
Unless you are secretly on staff for this laboratory, I do not think we are supposed to be here.
Uma estação vazia em Camante. Troca de ar.
We just got another report from one of the growth farms. More dead animals. Bladed backs this time. No
Yes.
signs of injury.
Merciful serpent. Whatever this is, it seems to be
Hello. Welcome to Hamadi Station. I do hope you're here about the research assistant opening. We haven't had many promising applicants.
By which he means we haven't had any applicants.
Well, yes. Thank you for the painful reminder. Oh, love of my life. I'm Azad Dubas. My wife Shireen and I are scientists. We've been quite busy lately and are greatly in need of some help. We put out a call for a research assistant, but with recent events, we haven't had much luck.
By which he means we haven't had any luck.
This could become tiresome quickly.
So, are you interested in a little field work? Ah, so you've some experience then. The Great Serpent has truly blessed us. My wife and I have been studying a recent and somewhat troubling phenomenon. You see, the local wildlife has been dying, and we're not sure why. The remains show no signs of external injury or trauma, so we can rule out most of the usual causes.
Fighting for dominance or territory, predators, hunters looking for sport, those sorts of things.
We began to see this phenomenon just after the accident in Dazra. We're convinced these events are linked, but the exact nature of the connection remains a mystery. If you mean that we're making guesses, then yes, we are. In the absence of knowledge, we hypothesize, we theorize, and we test. Now, let's discuss your part in this process. I need you to search for corpses of local wildlife and collect tissue samples.
Amostras de tecido.
I'll give you a biosample collector that will extract and store the samples safely. Try to collect samples from different kinds of creatures. We want to cast a wide net. Return here when you've got them, and we'll begin the analysis.
The prospect of tearing rotten flesh from animal corpses is not what I would call appetizing.
Eu começo.
Off you go then, and no dragging your feet. You're on the clock as of now.
Pronto. Vamos salvar. Cadê? Tem um negócio aqui na frente, mano. Salvar, vou terminar por aqui, aí lá para umas 6h30 eu volto novamente. Falou então.